This is Todd. So we're going to reveal what's inside this canister you guys have been waiting for, and we're going to reveal a winner, and I'll show you guys what the prize is. So how cool is that? Let me plug this light in really quick. So before we jump into this video, I'm going to first look at the possible answers we got from the last video. So give me a moment while I pull that up, and let's take a look at what people said they thought it might be. So I'm going to go back to my channel. Okay, how do I get there? Use newfangled devices. Let's see, live and guess right and win. And let's take a look here at the comments. Okay, went under my comments. Stop. Okay, comments. Okay, so we had somebody say they're doing a second attempt, and they think it might be the power orb from the third version of King Grayskull Classics, that blue orb. Unicron says, I guess he barely uses social media, and he's guessing it's Hero Staff Gem. So we know we had a purple, a green one, and a red one for those. Let's see. That's the wine that Man-at-Arms is making, but I wanted a keg of beer instead. Hero's Staff Gem, somebody else says. My only guess is one of Hero Staff Gem, since there's 3 colors. Shared on Twitter. Excellent. One of Triclops Seekers, maybe. Hero Staff Gem. Weapon from one of the Masters of the Universe figures. P.S. I shared the video with my son. Now, David, that's a pretty vague answer, because there's a lot of weapons. We're talking, sword, battle axe, big old club, guns, all kinds of stuff. So I'll accept your answer this time, but for future ones, make sure you actually be a little more specific, man. He-Man's chest armor from Eric. Hero's Staff Gem. And then someone said 2010. So I'm not quite sure what that is for an answer. So I'm surprised we didn't get more answers. I'm really shocked that we didn't get like a ton of answers. So let's go ahead and talk about the prize, and then we'll open this thing up. Let me go back to the actual video, because right now I'm looking at the other video. And let's see who's on here. Hey, Master Far. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Mike Fee. Hey, Cruise Animations. Hey, Charles. All right. And the time for guessing is over. But if you guys want to take a few guesses now just for the fun of it, you can. But they won't count for the contest. All right. Let me go ahead and grab what the prize is. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that is a good question. Here it is. All right. The winner, drum roll please, win a mint in the package sorceress with the correct knees. How cool is that? You can fix your Tila with this, or you can just use it as is. Really cool figure. If you're in the US, you get free shipping. If you're out of the US, then you have to pay for shipping in order to get it. So here you go. Here is the winning prize that I will mail out to somebody. So let's go ahead and find out what it is and see who possibly has won. So here is the barrel. I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with these here. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So if you can't tell, it's a whole bunch of fakers. Oh, I should have brought out my Chinese bootleg faker too. Oh well. So let's go ahead and open this up. There was one person that was kind of close on their guess, but they were still a little bit off. But I might count them the winners because they were so close. What's in the cylinder? Let us know. The funny thing is, I was surprised how this guy mailed it. I expected it just to be in just a padded envelope. But like I said, it was a pretty expensive piece. So that might clue you in on what it could possibly be. What could it possibly be? The last thing that I do not have for my collection. Like, actually, it's just in a piece of toilet paper tube, I think. That's funny. Ugh. Okay. Here we go. I really like that faker with regular skin. Yeah, it's cool, too, because his hair, being orange the way it is, it's actually the hair that came with this faker here. Because this faker had the robotic head that came with the New Adventures Skeletor, but they gave him this color hair. And it's like, what? So I wanted his hair to match everybody else's, so I swapped it out with a different faker head. And then I had the orange hair left over, and I thought, you know, it'd be kind of cool to throw the orange hair on this He-Man figure so it all matches. And then I gave him the faker armor and the faker weapons. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, we'll get back to the cylinder. Dun, dun, dun. You're like, what? Yes. Out of my whole entire collection, this is the one piece I was missing, was the single slice chest piece for my battle armor faker. So let me show you. I have the other chest piece. I have the 2-strike one. And I found someone online selling the 1-strike and the 2-strike separately. And I was like, man, I know it sounds crazy because really you display them like this. And I like the 2 strikes better. I very rarely ever display with just 1 strike on there. And I thought, you know, how can I say I have the whole entire collection when I'm missing one little piece of my collection? So now my classics is literally complete. This was the last piece I needed. So now everything is fully completed. And of course the guy charged the arm and a leg because, as you guys know, this figure is super expensive. And so just for the one chest piece, he still has the other chest piece for sale with the 2 strikes. But now I'm pretty happy to say my collection is finally 100% complete. Actually, it's beyond 100%. I got a lot of cool customs. Yep, this is the one piece, the 1 slash, and he came with 3 normally, 1, 2, 3. So not the hero gems, which would have been cool, but I actually have 4 gems, the 3 colors, and the 1 glow in the dark that my friend made for me a custom. And it's been bothering me. And whenever somebody comes over, I never point out it's missing. Whenever I show videos, I'll just show the figure and never show that I'm missing one of the strike plates. So I know it sounds ridiculous. Like I said, I'm probably never going to use it, and people probably throw these away because they only put the 1 strike plate on and that's it. But technically, my collection was incomplete without this 1 strike plate, and it was driving me crazy knowing that I was so close to having it complete. Especially now that I've bought all the Masters of the Universe ones that are from Filmation that Super 7 and Mattel made. And so there you go. Let's see, Master Far says, Faker is the only Classics figure I own. Now tell me, Master Far, is it the Battle Armor Faker or the regular Faker here? This is my regular, ordinary, unchanged Faker. All the rest have 1 item customized on them. So, I know, it's kind of crazy to have that one piece be my bane of my collection. And it's funny, when this figure first came out in the 2-pack, I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. So, of course, I had this figure here, and I gave him a custom purple shield. And it was okay. You know, I used the balloon to make his stomach covered. But it was just bothering me that I didn't really have this figure. And then one day, someone had one for sale, but it was missing one of the strike plates. And I thought, that's okay. I'll just go ahead and order it. Get it. But it has been bothering me for forever. Oh, the original Faker. Nice. Now, the original Faker came out in February. A long time ago, I believe. Was that right? No, was it? Yeah, I think it was Faker. It came out in February. And I remember they had to release them in 2 sets. And my first Faker had 2 left arms. It was really annoying. So somehow Mattel messed up and gave me 2 forearms the same. And they were really good about changing it out. But it took a lot of fighting and stuff to get them to do it at first. But pretty soon they got better and better at fixing and replacing figures. Do I have the new Turtles of Grayskull? I don't have any yet. I only plan on buying one of them, and that's the Beastman one. And that's it. So, there you go. Anyway, I will contact the winner and let them know who the winner is out of the group here. I don't see them on here right now, so I don't want to announce it until I talk to them first. If you are on here and you submitted an answer, and if you want to sound off, and if you're cool with me saying if you're the winner or not, let me know. And I'll just announce it here on the video. Otherwise, I'll contact the winner separately. And then later on, I will let all of you guys know who the winner was if they are cool with that. Let's see. So that's the One Piece. Yeah. Now I get your joke. This is the One Piece. I am now the Pirate King. Ho, 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 ho. You know, I really love the Netflix One Piece live action. That was such a fun series. Charles says he doesn't know if he's getting any of them or not. Now, see, I have a whole closet full of a bunch of unopened Turtles from Super 7, and I'm still debating whether I'm going to open them or not. They just came out with this brand new Karg robot with a clear chest so you can pull it off, and it's like, that's kind of cool. It's 11 inches tall, and I'm like, that's kind of a fun one too. But it's like, I never really collected Turtles, but I remember saying one time that if and this is the one I got, the one slice, and I remember saying if they ever had released them again, this time in a set of 4, I'll buy them. And sure enough, they released the set of 4, and so I went ahead and picked them all up. So, what was in the container? Cutler O'Connell is this one slice piece right here for this Faker, Battle Armor Faker. When I bought him originally, I bought him used from somebody. He only came with the 2 slice and the regular plate. And as crazy as it sounds, I know technically my collection's kind of complete, but I was missing this one piece right here to make it fully complete. And the person I just bought this from did charge an arm and a leg for it because, as you know, this figure is expensive. And he still has the 2 slice for sale. And I was afraid he might send me the wrong one at first. I was like, oh no, hopefully the guy sends me the 1 sliced one and not the 2 sliced one. But he sent the right one, so that was cool. And so I'm pretty happy to finally have my collection fully complete. The only 2 things I'm missing, two things I'm missing, is the Chrome She-Ra, but they only made 2 of them. So the chances of getting a Chrome She-Ra is almost nothing. And I think of it more of a trophy or a custom piece because they just chromed the She-Ra that was already existing. And the other one is the blue spirit of King Grayskull. And they only made a handful of those 2, like 5 or 10 or whatever. Only 2 of them were sold to the public, though. One was in an auction, and I forget how the other one, like it was a contest, I don't remember. So the rest were all given to Mattel employees. Have I watched Masters of the Universe Revolution yet? I did. I watched it last night. Sat down, watched the whole thing in one sitting. Really enjoyed it. But I'm going to make a whole entire commentary on everything, and I'm probably going to make some videos. I just took and encoded the whole thing and put it on my computer so I can take different scenes and different shots while I'm talking about it. So we can have fun talking about it. So I spent the day today encoding that, and then I ran it through a cleaner afterwards. So hopefully the audio will line up. So now you guys know, and here's all it's going to do. It's going to sit in this baggie right here from now till the end of time. But at least I know it's complete. I know, isn't that crazy? Do I have a strange compulsion? Do you guys have the same problem? Do you have this thing that just drives you to make sure you completed your set, or you know, are you guys like, I can have it incomplete? Oh, Charles said he really enjoyed it too. Nice. Nice. You know what? I'm going to go grab that Chinese bootleg faker just so I can have them all out. Have them all out. All right. Mr. Faker, where are you? There he is. Urgh. I already changed out his head. That's funny. Because his original head he came with, you could really tell he was a knockoff. I don't even know where his head is. But yes, this is one of the Chinese knockoffs. And what I was going to do is I was going to mix them with the Terminator and take and swap some parts here and there. But this Terminator I also got from a China seller. And this plastic is like super brittle. I don't know what they made it out of, but it's like the most brittlest plastic ever. So if I am going to use these parts, I'm going to have to scan them in myself and print them at much higher quality because they're just brittle. Every time I move this guy, a piece will just snap off and break. Here I have one right here that he's held together with poster tack, because every joint you touch and try to move just snaps. And it's like, see, his arms held with poster tack because that snapped, his leg snapped. It was just ridiculous. So I don't know how they made him, and I even lost one of the shock absorbers for his leg right there. But he is just made out of just, oops, he's going to break right now probably, out of the most cheapest plastic ever. And so it's obviously not the ones they released unless they made him that way. But that was my goal, was to use one of these to, you know, and I was so excited to get it for so inexpensive. I thought, wow, what a great price. Not knowing when I'd get it, it would just fall apart in my hands, basically. So, no. Anyway, here is his big gun. Big gun. Yeah, and I haven't seen all the Terminator movies yet. I did see Terminator 2 is my favorite one. I've seen 1 and 2 and some other ones, but I didn't watch the whole series. Let's see. Looking to buy brown mailer for Origins Faker duplicate, just to put in my closet, so I know the packing is complete. Yeah, see? Why are we driven to that? What forced us to be this way? That we have to have the complete set. I mean, heck, when I was a kid, you would get one doll from the set, right? Like, you might get just Pulsar, you know, the main guy, or you might just get the $6 Million Man and not have Maskatron and all the rest of them, you know, Oscar Goldman and whoever else, you know. But now we have this desire to, gotta have them all. Gotta have them all. So it's just, and I know it's not Pokemon because I had this feeling before. You know what I think it was? I think it was Kenner. I think when Kenner made Star Wars figures, they let us get to that point where we got to have them all, you know, and they would show these little pamphlets you can get in cereal boxes or other things like that. You'd open it up and see all the Star Wars figures, and you can't play Star Wars when you're missing Princess Leia. You can only do so much, right? And so I think that's the start for me of got to have them all. Because I remember I'd have Micronauts, I'd have 1 or 2, I'd be happy with it. And then, you know, like I said, I'd have 1 or 2 G.I. Joes and be fine. Whatever. Why is Faker blue? That is a great question. So this question has been kicked around for a long time, but I guess we have to jump back a little further before we ask why Faker is blue, and that is, why is Skeletor blue? Now, I know right now they're showing that Skeletor's from a Gar type situation, and he's a blue race, and that's bogus. Throw that out. That is not the original reason why Skeletor was blue. Skeletor was originally blue because he was like a zombie dead creature. And when your skin does not have oxygen in it, it turns blue. You see someone that can't breathe, they get blue around the lips. And so Skeletor is blue because he is basically a zombie, half dead, reanimated type looking guy. And so that's why his flesh is blue. And if you look at some of the old drawings and stuff, they'll have like green around the edges of Skeletor and everything else. So you can tell it's like half-eaten flesh off of his face. And I've seen this one where he has just a couple hairs coming off his head, and you can see the skull was just like flesh hanging off the back, and that's where his blue came from. Now, there's been other storylines where the magic has slowly turned him blue. If you look at the original Keldor was supposed to be Caucasian color, just like King Randor, his brother, and that basically not a half brother, but a full brother. And so the idea of him being blue kind of ruins that whole idea that Skeletor is literally reanimated flesh, and that's why it's blue. So now we have to get to the next step. Okay, why is Faker blue? Well, Skeletor, I believe, can't see color very well because he doesn't even have eyes anymore. And so he made He-Man look just like He-Man, but he made him in the blue that his skin is, with the dead flesh type stuff, almost like a Frankenstein kind of deal. But to him, it looks fine. So then he had to do him with magic in order to have him turn flesh color, so he'll look more like Flea Man. So I'm guessing that is why he is blue. I'm thinking, really, Mattel just didn't want him to look too much like He-Man. Is that kind of weird if you go to the store and you buy, your He-Man figure, dun, da, da, and then right next to it's a figure that looks just like him with red eyes. It'd be like, hey, wait a minute. You just think they just throw an extra head. Of course, back then you couldn't change the heads. But I think they wanted to make some bright, colorful figures. And being he's supposed to be the evil robot of Skeletor's blue, so they just stuck Skeletor's armor on him, made it bright orange because that looks cool, and made him blue. And that's about it. As you take a look at the original Skeletor and Faker, their blues are actually the same from the toy line of the two characters. Let me go and grab some original figures and let's take a look at it. Since you asked the question, let's see. Faker should appear in more fiction. He was only in the Filmation show and Revelation. Nice. Okay. Let's see if I happen to have a Skeletor and a Faker. In fact, some people, when they go to fix figures or to make their own Keldor customs, they'll actually use Faker parts and mix them with Skeletor parts to make it work. So here is Skeletor, and here is Faker, and you can see their blues are so close. And the camera looks like they're slightly different because this one's shinier. Shiny! But they're just so close. You can see the blues and purples. So I think that's why they went that way, is because it's supposed to be like Skeletor's robot, so they made him look like Skeletor for the kids, so they can see the difference. Now, when my kids were little, I explained to them right off the bat, let me go and pull up the video. If you go to my channel and you search for How Does Faker Fool Everyone, let's see if I can find it or not. Let's see. Where is my search on here? Content. Search. Faker. So my videos I made a long time ago. Here it is. Faker's Transformation, I guess I called it. I didn't call it How Does Faker Fool Everyone. And I apologize for just holding up my iPad right to the screen, but that is how I have to do it for you to see it. Okay, we gotta watch that again. That was pretty quick. Ah! How do you play it again? Play it again, Sam. No, that didn't work. There we go. And basically I just took a camera and set it up on a tripod and took 2 pictures and had it just go from one to the next. So that's kind of funny. Watch it one more time. Ooh, that is blurry as all get out. Anyway, so that is what I did for my kids when they were younger. Is they would know that Faker fools people, and we'd actually had a second He-Man they could pull out, so Faker could run around as He-Man, and then when he was revealed he was actually He-Man, then it would then of course we'd pull the blue one out. I used to pretend like Man-at-Arms had a squirt gun and he would squirt them and then he'd turn blue. I always thought he was so cool if they made a color change Faker that would change with water. How cool would that be? But I know that was probably way more advanced than they could do back. Well, because they had color change color change figures and they had color change cars, so why not a color change figure that changes from blue to skin tone when you hit it with cold water? Then you can give him a squirt gun. Might have been really cool. Where did I stick my Faker? Oh, there he is. I threw him away. Not threw him away. I already put him away. Da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da. Anyway, now you guys can see how close they are in color. All right. Faker should... Oh, you read that one. Nope. Cal, you didn't win. The answer was... I don't think you wrote... I don't think I saw your answer saying it was the one slice Faker armor. So, hey Charles, thanks. Yes, but the recent Lionel figure only changes color with the sun, which really stinks. It'd be cool if that figure changed colors. Kind of like more like the Orko, where you actually use where you can actually use water to change the color. So this was the one piece that was in there. The one piece that was missing for those that just showed up recently. So if you didn't guess this, then you did not win. Bum, bum, bum. But there was one person that was relatively close. So there it is. I don't see him on here yet. I didn't see him comment. Nope. If I see him comment on here, then I'll announce it. I know, it'd be so cool if it was color change like that. Because then think how fun it would be to sit there and shoot him with cold water and get stripes of color. So you see blue, and then once in a while you see like a striped flesh color across him as you hit him with cold water. You know, get a little squirt gun filled full of ice water. Nah. Oh. It's because you're Kryptonian. Sorry, man. We just don't let Kryptonians win. Besides that, it's a long ways to ship something all the way to Krypton. Yeah. Sorry, Cal. I secretly wish they could be Smurfs. Jack Sparrow. Cal, did you really guess this? If you did, let me know. Because I didn't think I saw that on there on the chat unless you went back and added it once this video started. Which would not count. All right. So I think that is it for this video. I do have another video coming up, hopefully tonight. It'll be kind of fun. And that is all that I have. And I know as crazy as it sounds, I'm kind of giddy knowing my collection is literally finally complete. I know it sounds funny. I know I had a video one time saying it's complete now. I bought the Bronze King Grayskull. That was the one thing I was missing before. And I bought Bronze King Grayskull, and then I had every figure that was in Classics, but not every figure that was in the He-Man Masters of the Universe collection from Filmation. So then I bought all those, and now that's complete. And then the more I thought about it, it's like, you know, I'm one piece short. One piece short. Yeah. Okay, cool. Glad you were kidding. I didn't want to, if you did vote, if you did say correctly and I missed you, that would stink. I know, check us out. Doesn't that look cool? Look at the cool roughness I have on that shield. Oh, it looks so cool. It happened accidentally. I grabbed the wrong spray paint, and it was a spray paint that had texture on it my wife got one time. I was like, man. Oh, now I'm knocking everybody over. All right. It's time to go. Charles, again, thank you for the money. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Gets a little green guy jumping around saying, "Hey, you." Thanks, man. That's really cool of you. Let's see if I answer all your guys' questions. Are you going to get Masterverse motherboard? I actually already have her. She's in the corner, and I got a video that I made. I even made a motherboard screen. Oh, if you've seen this. Okay, check this out. Return. And I think it's the motherboard medium is the one that I want. I don't remember. No, it's the very wide one, I think. Bum, bum, bum. And I made this background thing, so when I showed off my motherboard, I could actually have the place where it takes place at. So that was kind of fun making that background for motherboard. But she is cool, so check that out. She is a cool figure. You mean that She-Ra that was in the New Adventures of He-Man? Nope. They actually made one that was actually just completely chrome. They made only 2 of them to release them, and they were given out like awards to people. So they weren't even available for sale, I don't think. And basically, they took a regular, ordinary She-Ra and just chromed her. And it was really cool looking. Now, I have had friends make their own She-Ra and chrome them as well, send them off to get chromed. But I think when you chrome your own, they're not articulated. And I think this one was actually articulated. Now, I don't know how well the chrome would hold up. I don't know how customized it was. But again, there's only 2 in the whole world. And so I'm probably not going to get that figure ever, because chances are the 2 people that own it probably don't want to get rid of it, first of all. And that's why I don't really consider it like I'm missing something, because there's only 2 in the whole world. And then the other figure I don't have is the blue Spirit of Grayskull, which they only made like 10 of them. And only 2 of them were released to the public. And I do have a custom version of it, though, that my friend made me. But as far as the actual one, I don't have a real one, because they went for like thousands and thousands of dollars, and like I said, only 2 were actually released to the public. Oh, Master Far. Yeah, I was surprised. It was better than I thought. How's my stop motion going? Well, I still have to finish making my my palace set. It's cool. The guy that made all the palace pieces, he did finally contact me and said, "Hey, you can use all my parts." And I'm like, dude, I didn't tell him this, but it's like I already made most of the parts that you were going to give me. I might still use some of his stuff to print the interior stuff. So if I do use his stuff to print the interior stuff, that will not be for sale. Just arrived. Classics the best. Yes. Classics is pretty cool. I gotta admit though, some of these Masterverse figures coming out are the bomb. I mean, this guy is so cool, and I love how huge he is. It's awesome. And so for the Monsters of the Universe, the bigger, larger figures, they work great. A lot of the females are amazing too. But you're right, some of the regular males, they're just kind of blah. You know, they didn't do the most spectacular job on them. All right, anyway, my light is dying. I'm going to go charge it. This is my last one that needs to be charged, and then I will do another video later. Eric, you're on. All right, since Eric is here, I will reveal that Eric was the closest. He guessed it was He-Man's chest armor. Really, it was Faker's battle armor chest. And since you were the closest person to guess, Eric, it was this piece right here for my battle armor Faker. You are actually the winner. Hooray! Eric won. And I'm going to send you out the figure. This is your prize. Dun, da, 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 da. And I'll be getting your address from you again. And then I will mail this out to you free of cost. You don't have to pay any shipping or anything else. It's coming to your house. And good job, Eric. Thanks for for actually voting on it or guessing. You were the closest guess out of everybody, so that's why you get it. I know you didn't guess exactly, but you were pretty close, saying He-Man's chess piece, and really it was Faker's chess piece. That's pretty close. So I don't think I can. Oh, you have her? Eric, contact me on Facebook. I'll swap it out for something else that you don't have. So we will figure out a different figure for you, man. And so I'll find something else for you. Don't worry, Eric. So just contact me on Facebook. We'll find something cool for you and ship it out your way. All right. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Eric, you are the winner. And I will talk to you guys next video. I'm glad you made it, man. I was hoping you would. That's why I kept jabbering for a while to make sure you'd be here. And that is it. Buy a new table, Todd. I know. I need to get a nice 6-foot table that doesn't have this rocky thing in the middle. Hot squeaky. Yoop. Yoop. Masterverse is what's happening currently. Masterverse is cool. Yep. All right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. Bye now. Good journey.